Good morning. Welcome. Please remain standing if you're able to do so for the presentation of our flag and the Star-Spangled Banner played by the Meridian Brass Quintet and led by Michael Hawkins, a musical theater student in the College of Arts and Sciences.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
On behalf of the university, I wish to thank the SIUE Army ROTC Color Guard for the presentation of colors, and Michael Hawkins and the Meridian Brass Quintet for their fine musical presentations. I would also like to thank the interpreters from Paraquad Deafway Interpreting Services for making the commencement program available to those who are deaf or hearing impaired. Please be seated. I would like to welcome everyone again to Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. My name is Denise Cobb, and I'm the Provost and Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs. I'm delighted to celebrate this 2019 fall commencement with you. This morning, we will confer degrees on candidates from the Graduate School, School of Business, and the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. I'm pleased to acknowledge our platform party. These individuals are with us today to extend their congratulations to our graduates. Would all platform party members please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Seated in the front rows before me are members of the faculty and staff members are located throughout the facility. It is through the dedicated work in designing and executing the curricula of the university, as well as providing critical student support services, that our graduates have been able to achieve their educational goals, culminating in this commencement ceremony. Would all faculty and staff members in attendance please stand and be recognized? Thank you for all that you do. Please be seated. I would also like to thank Dr. Jim Allen, Vice President for Academic Affairs for the SIU system. He has graciously joined us today to celebrate our graduates. Thank you for being here. It is now my honor to welcome Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees members, John Simmons, and SIUE student trustee, Mackenzie Rogers. Today, we are grateful that our trustees have joined us to celebrate this occasion. We appreciate your leadership, service, and advocacy. Now, please join me in welcoming SIU student trustee Mackenzie Rogers, who will deliver remarks on behalf of the SIU Board of Trustees.
Good morning. Chancellor Pembroke, Provost Cobb, fellow board member John Simmons, distinguished members of the platform party, graduates, guests, and friends. I am happy to address you today in my role as a member of the SIU Board of Trustees. Membership on the board involves a great deal of responsibility, and the reward for that is knowing that our efforts are in support of well-educated graduates who are prepared to apply their knowledge, skills, and interest towards improvement in our region and society at large. I understand the amount of effort you've invested in reaching your goal of walking in today's ceremony. Congratulations on the commitment you've shown and the adventures that are ahead. We look forward to your accomplishments in the coming years, and we wish you all the very best. Go Cougars!
Thank you, Trustee Rogers. Dr. Randy Pembroke became the 9th Chancellor of Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville on August 1st, 2016, and he is a 3-time SIUE alumnus, having earned a Bachelor's in Music Education in 1978, a Bachelor's in Music Performance in 1979, and a Master's in Music Education in 1980. He earned his doctorate in Music Education in 1984 from Florida State University. The SIUE campus community shares his enthusiasm and commitment for our mission to shape a changing world. Please join me in welcoming Chancellor Randy Pembroke.
Thank you, Provost Cobb. Well, it's cold outside, but there's a warm feeling inside. So thank you for being here. We welcome you to the SIUE campus. We're very proud today to be celebrating with over 1,100 new SIUE grads. We congratulate all of you on your hard work, your persistence, and the focus that led you to this point. I want to begin by thanking the SIUE leadership team, including the Chancellor's Council, Extended Chancellor's Council, and the deans for their outstanding leadership at SIUE. Let's give them a hand. So, graduates, I counted in the script, and there are 17 times when we will clap for you as individuals or as a group. But I want to give you a chance to clap. I hope that on the way in, you had an opportunity to make eye contact with your family, friends. So at this time, I would ask you to stand, a virtual high five with your family, and say thank you to them. Stand and applaud. Family and friends, I hope that felt good. We want to congratulate you on the role that you have played in your students' lives. Graduates, you represent a wide array of backgrounds. You have made SIUE a stronger institution by being here, based on your ideas and your efforts. And soon you will be joining over 106,000 fellow Cougars as alumni of this institution. Now, not to put any pressure on you or anything, but SIUE's future reputation resides on you. But because of your excellent training, we know you will do well. You will soon become official ambassadors for SIUE, our representative in our communities. I also want to challenge you to continue to realize our mission, which is shaping a changing world. SIUE is the largest producer of bachelor's degrees in the St. Louis metropolitan area, and your schools are doing amazing things. For example, the School of Business, 13 consecutive years as a best business school in the Princeton Review. The School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, just as one example, the Exercise Science program, third in the nation in sports medicine degrees. I also want to thank so many of you students who have participated in the Successful Communities Collaborative and changed our communities. Graduates, I hope that you will stay in touch after you leave today, that you will come back as members of the Alumni Association, come back for concerts, come back for arts and issues lectures, come back for athletic competitions, and especially for homecoming. I also hope you will consider giving back or paying it forward if you would. I would encourage you to think about purchasing a giving cord, $20.19 in recognition of this year, 2019. And I will say, family members, if you're still searching for that perfect gift for the holidays for your graduate, a giving cord is a great example. Let me conclude by saying that life is about change and adjustments and remembering roots. It's also about shaping a changing world through your actions. Desmond Tutu said this, "Do your little bit of good where you are. It's those little bits of good put together that overwhelm the world." Congratulations. Go Cougars.
Thank you, Chancellor Pembroke. For each commencement ceremony, one graduate is chosen to speak on behalf of the graduating class. To be selected for this honor, students must not only demonstrate academic success, but they must also exemplify the values of our institution. The graduate chosen for this ceremony is Ms. Kaylin Woolfolk, who is receiving a Master of Science in Education in College Student Personnel Administration from the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior. Kaylin has taken advantage of numerous opportunities to enhance her learning experience through practicum placements and assistantships, including her work as a graduate assistant in the TRIO Upward Bound Math and Science program at the SIUE East St. Louis Center and as an assistant residence director of housing at St. Louis College of Pharmacy. In addition to these positions, she worked as the practicum student assistant in the SIUE Office of the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs, where she assisted in the planning and implementation of the SIUE Experience, the university's student orientation program. Caitlin is a member of Chi Sigma Alpha, the Professional Honor Society in Student Affairs, In spring 2019, she placed third in the oral case study competition at the American College Personnel Association Professional Conference, where she competed against graduate students from other nationally recognized and well-established higher education administration and student affairs programs. College Student Personnel Administration Program Director Dr. Pete Sasso described Kaylin as, quote, a bright, motivated, and inquisitive student who has a very strong understanding of globalization and possesses the cross-cultural competencies to advise students across all cultures. With her extensive experience in higher education practice, Kaylin is highly prepared for success after graduation. Ms. Woolfolk, it is my pleasure to welcome you as the student speaker representing your graduating class.
Thank you for that introduction. Before I begin, I would like to acknowledge my mother and say happy birthday. I love you and appreciate you very much. Now, good morning to distinguished guests, faculty, staff, family, friends, and of course, the graduating class of 2019. Again, my name is Kaylin Woolfolk. I am from the Windy City, Chicago, Illinois, and I will be graduating today with a Master's of Science in Education. I cannot describe how honored and thankful I am to be speaking on behalf of my class this morning. When I received the email stating that I was selected to be a student commencement speaker, I was extremely excited and filled with happiness. But suddenly, fear and nervousness quickly replaced those positive emotions. I called my mother expressing my feelings, and she quickly cut me off and said, God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Though that stuck with me, I still had doubts. What do I say to motivate my class or encourage all of these different individuals from different countries, states, backgrounds, and traditions? I realize it is impossible for me to condense all of these experiences into a single narrative, but what I can do is share my journey at this institution in hopes that you all can relate and feel encouraged. In 2011, I entered SIUE at the shy age of 17. Excited, nervous, confused, and soon to be broke. I had no idea of the journey I was about to embark on. I just knew that I wanted to graduate in 4 years with a degree at the age of 21 and be rich and married by the age of 25. Let's just say I'm 26, happily single, and I'm still broke. Seeing that I'm a millennial, though, it makes sense. We can't wait for anything, and everything feels like a race. However, the quick race to finish college in 4 years for me quickly became a marathon. After my first semester at SIUE, I was placed on academic probation, extremely embarrassed and disappointed. I tried my best to raise my GPA the following semester, but it wasn't enough. Then the worst happened. I was suspended after my freshman year. I cannot put in words how ashamed and humiliated I felt to leave this institution and the new friendships that were created. I had two options, though: give up or continue my race. I enrolled in a local community college back home, and after 2 semesters, I was accepted back into SIUE on conditional basis. However, the story gets more interesting. Soon after returning SIUE, I just lost focus, became super unmotivated. I wasn't doing well in any of my classes, placed on academic probation, and suspended for the second time. Now, I never really knew what depression felt like until then. I returned to Chicago at the lowest point of my life, and I thought failure was my destiny. I thought that was it. But my family, friends, and mentors continued to encourage me to finish this race. Slowly, I noticed life went on without me. My friends were doing well in school, and I decided to stop feeling sorry for myself. In the 2014 fall semester, I transferred to another institution and started completely over. I graduated at the top of my class and achieved every goal I set out for myself. But that wasn't enough for me, though. I still felt like I had a purpose at SIUE, and I wanted to finish what I started. I applied to graduate school here and honestly thought I wouldn't be admitted. Once I received my acceptance letter, I vowed to never repeat the same mistakes I once made. I made a commitment to myself and my family to finish and finish strong. I stand before you today, a 2-time suspended in about 15 minutes graduate and alum of this wonderful institution. I challenge you all, thank you. I challenge you all to finish your personal race or your marathon. Don't be afraid to fail, but persevere. I leave you with a stanza from a poem titled See It Through by Edgar Guest. Black may be the clouds about you, and your future may seem grim. But don't let your nerve desert you. Keep yourself in fighting trim. If the worst is bound to happen, in spite of all that you can do, running from it will not save you. See it through. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Kaylin, for sharing your story, and we're very proud of your persistence and your achievements. Today, the university presents a posthumous degree to the family of Stephen Christopher Platt. This morning, under different circumstances, Stephen would have received his Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. A native of Edwardsville, Stephen was known for being a bright, courageous, personable, and strong individual. He served in the United States Navy from 2011 to 2016, during which time he was deployed 3 times. Near the end of his enlistment, he promised his grandmother Peggy that he would get his degree. After he was honorably discharged from the Navy, he enrolled at SIUE, where he persevered and worked hard throughout his accounting studies. Dr. Brad Reed, professor in the Department of Accounting, shared that, quote, Stephen was a good student and made many contributions to his accounting classes. The accounting faculty are saddened by his passing and express their condolences to his family, end quote. If you were Stephen's friend, you were his family. He held his friends, shipmates, parents, and 3 brothers in his heart with the highest regard. Stephen's uncle, Joseph Platt, said, quote, Steve's thoughtfulness was a hallmark of who he was as a person. The manner in which he maintained hope in the face of adversity, held compassion for others despite his own pain and apprehension, and showed loyalty and love for those who loyalty and love for others has shaped us for the rest of our lives, end quote. Today we recognize Stephen Platt with a posthumous Bachelor of Science in Accountancy and celebrate the fulfillment of the promise he made to his grandmother. Stephen's mother and father are here to accept this degree in Stephen's memory. Mr. and Mrs. Platt, please join us on the stage.
Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Business, it's my honor to recommend Stephen Christopher Platt to you for the formal conferring of his degree.
Thank you, Dean Schenecker. Upon recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on Stephen Christopher Platt the degree Bachelor of Science with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities.
The candidates for graduation will be presented by their deans to Chancellor Pembroke for conferral of their degrees. Those of us who have earned graduate degrees wear regalia that symbolize our academic achievements. The color of the hood is displayed in accordance to the practice of the school granting your degree. These colors are listed in your program. The robe, hood, and mortarboard or tam are a sign of the hard work and dedication given to reach this point. In your program, you will see that recipients of baccalaureate degrees who are graduating cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude are noted by 1, 2, and 3 asterisks, respectively. They are also wearing cords on their academic regalia indicating those honors. In addition, candidates who are honor scholars are indicated in the program with a capital H. Also listed in your program are graduates who will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the U.S. Army and Air Force. During this portion of the ceremony, I ask that the audience please be respectful to all guests celebrating this occasion by remaining seated and holding your applause until all graduates have crossed the stage. Dr. Jerry Weinberg, Associate Provost of Research and Dean of the Graduate School, will present candidates for the conferral of graduate degrees.
Will the candidates receiving graduate degrees please rise? Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the Graduate School, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the Graduate School, are recommended to you for the conferral of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Weinberg. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the Graduate School, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the graduate degrees earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Would all graduates receiving degrees in the Graduate School please come forward?
Graduate School, Master of Business Administration, Laura Allen. Corey Adam Biggs. Kristen Marie Blankenship. Alex James Blycand. Batul Saifi Dalal. Ryan P. Downey. Mary Jean Corrine Grothy. Jenna K. Gwaltney. Chelsea L. Hill. Linda Ngosi Imo. Austin Orion Jones. Michelle D. Joseph. Aubrey Ann Keilbach. Taylor Paige Knispel. Rachel Michelle Kenneman. Kira Ann Long. Vincent Robert Marr. Mallory Marie Malosi. Jesse Nicole Mitzdorfer. Dr. Stephen D. Morton. Elizabeth Ruby Oakley. Garth Kyle Reynolds. Aaron Reed Russell. Andrew Micah Schneider. Joshua Lee Stomba. Brandon Michael Sweeney. Derek James Urscheller. Dr. Christina Joyce Wagoner. Curtis G. Weber. Master of Marketing Research, Richmond Ado Dawa. Hannah Rose Andres. Madeline Marie Dyden. William John Drerup. Simone Gianetto. Madeline Ann Klum, Terry T. Owens, Jacob Ray Tarter, Mario Nicholas Tursi, John Wallingford, Lindsay Caitlin Williams, Master of Science, Ravi Kant Reddy Banala, Peter Andrew Clemens, Master of Science in Accountancy, Jacob Biles, Kevin Michael Danaher, Jessica Lake, Sarah Elizabeth Scrum, Michael Eludian James White, Daniel Robert Wise, School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, Keith A. Book, Stacy Nikia Lampkin, Ukaya Marie Rawls, Kylie Renee Weiss, Master of Science, Bailey Ann Blake, Aaliyah Nichelle Campbell, Dustin Coy Duncan, Emily Nicole Gula, Julian Warren Harvey, Reed Hennix, Matthew Clinton Lovelace, Corey Lee Mahan, Zachary Osborne, Bharath Sagar Selvaraj, Camille Tachiana Watkins, Megan Lynn Wolf, Sarah K. Bartus, Jennifer Evelyn Daniel, Lauren Fairweather, Rachel Ann Mills, Elizabeth Maxine Patrick, Samantha Marie Ratz, Michelle Marilyn Robinson, Megan Elizabeth Rubenacker, Amanda Christine Washington, Master of Science in Education, Kaylee Buck, Andrew Benjamin Koch, Kaylin Yvette Woolfolk, Ayana Wadlington, Cameron Caldwell Connor, Emily Reese, Caleb Andrew Rowe, Christopher Michael Scoggins, Kelly Michael Taylor, Kaylee Dawn Templeman, Master of Science, Billy Bennett, Amber Marie Bertetto, Teresa Renee Brandmeier, Allison Joan Graham, Christine Suzanne Green, Haley Ann Neerman, Tony Beth Rashaki, Corinna Christiana Satoff,
Dean Tim Schoenecker will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees from the School of Business please rise? Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Business, it's my honor to present these candidates who, subject to the completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Business, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Schoenecker. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Business, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees from the School of Business please come forward?
Maggie Nicole Airy. William A. Allen. Samuel Allen Anderson. Tyler Joseph Aronson. Clayton Michael Baldus. Harley Joe Barnard. Tanner Evan Barnish. Emma Nicole Becker. Jared Burning. Herschel Hitesh Balavat. Ryan Christopher Blumenberg. Tyler Joseph Bunty. Alec Edward Bergdorf. William Jacob Burke. Michael Robert Caltry. Daniel Cavillo Armendaris. Bradley Winslow Cleveland. John Lewis Cochran. Lauren Elizabeth Cook. Nicholas Alexander Cornell. Joshua Ryan Ritter. Jacob Gabriel Cottrell. Nicholas Isaiah Cox. Ashley Amber Cross. Alexa Ray Davis. Channing Nicole Davis. Christopher Joseph Dickman. Katrina Chantenko ... Christopher Cole England. Caitlin Christine Ferris. Thomas John Flock. Savan Shane Foy. Bryn J. Furop. Vincent Thomas Goss. Grant Patrick Gavin. Madison Page Gobley. Matthew Richard Gordon. Madison Lee Grayling. Madeline Marie Hanton. Kristen Elizabeth Heckel. Natalie Tucker Hensley. Colin Cash Holthouse. Shatera Raven Jones. Timothy Andrew Jordan. Deabrian Jamar Joyner. Unity Donne Deshay King. Julie Marie Kierkegaard. David Adam Knabel. Olivia Michelle Koch. Matthias Tinold Kriegbaum. Connor Michael Lavelle. Courtney C. Lee. Alexis Renee Tui. Benjamin Joseph Leffler. Roger Louis Lenhart. Eric Joseph Ligas. Colin Ray Lowerty. Juwan Trey Devon Lyon. Nicholas David Marlowe. Jacob Connor McCord. Caitlin Joy Menser. Bradley Paul Milton. Justin Andrew Moliter. Aaron Nathaniel Moore. Alexander James Mueller. Ashley Renee Mullen. June Elaine Muthoni. Tristan David Nance. Alexis Paige Neisler. Matthew James O'Neill. Austin Adrian Osabin. Alexa Tate. Megan Marie Pawalski. Lawrence J. Payne. Brandon M. Peterson. Marissa Lynette Pickett. Safir Payarali. Charity Dawn Rasmussen. Haley Marie Reidenauer. Allison Nicole Rideout. Andrew Willis Reister. Jasmina Rizvanovich. James Dylan Reichert. Jonathan Philip Reese. Christopher J. Robinson. Irij Said. Tamaija Lavinia Scott. Tamaija Lavinia Scott. Michael Justin Sipp. Andrew James Smith. William Patrick Starkey. Tyler Joseph Stewart. Jeremiah Rakim Terrell. Madeline Margaret Thiel. Melissa Grace Toma. Hannah Eileen Tanser. Lucas Neil Tretanero. James Richard Tisherney. Thomas Uehara. Pedro Vega. Kylie Renee Walters. Shelby Nicole Washington. Thomas George White. Brittany Lee Wilkinson. Caitlin E. Williams. Timothy John Wochik. Mason Scott Woods. Shauna M. Yeager. Ryan Patrick Yock. Hauran Zhang. Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Victoria L. Arnson. Ezekiel Darrell Cassidy. Megan Jean Hunsdorfer. Jordan Ashley Conrad. Caitlin Michelle Dixon. Misty Ray Dubois. Jet Christopher Durer. Cassandra Lee Evans. Courtney Ann Farrell. Matthew Dale Hamilton. Corey J. Harris. Austin James Jacobson. Brooke Logan Jacobus. Brendan Alexander Klobe. Lakia Lynn Martin. Ryan Patrick McGuire. Robert Walton Newman. Reed Thomas Nixon. Victor Hugo Ortiz. David Poley. Blakely Page Reef. Alexis Ryan Small. Spencer Daniel Smith. Zachary Lee Milligan Ufert.
Please be seated. Dean Robin Hughes will now present candidates for conferral of baccalaureate degrees from the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior.
Will the candidates for baccalaureate degrees please rise? All right. Chancellor Pembroke, on behalf of the faculty of the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, it is my honor to present these candidates who, subject to completion of all requirements established by the university and the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, are recommended to you for the formal conferring of their respective degrees.
Thank you, Dean Hughes. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and the Dean of the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior, and by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Southern Illinois University Board of Trustees, I confer on each of you the baccalaureate degree earned with all associated rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations.
Will all graduates receiving degrees in the School of Education, Health, and Human Behavior please come forward?
Bachelor of Arts, Allison Irene Knapp. Bachelor of Science, Megan Marie Bowman. Courtney Joan Benning. Leah Marie Bunting. Alyssa Lee Page Conroy. Peyton Leonard Cordova Smith. Chandler David Coulter. Quenacia Isis Davis. Donovan Charles Draper. Sladen James Figg. Greg Alec Flores. Michelle Fuentes. Madison Paige Gardner. Lauren Marie Hackett. Noah David Heim. Kara Michelle Herman. Alexis Renee Hubbard. Kelsey Renee Hudzik. Isabella Nisa Ilch. Najee K. Johnson. Amanda R. Jandro. Elizabeth Marie Kalaus. Autumn Elaine Kerner. Alexis Cheyenne Kessinger. Erica D. King. Troy Joseph Coney. Alexis Robin Nicole Leiter. Sarah Ann Miller. Kaylin Janae Moore. Hannah Jane Morris. Lauren Elise Osepik. Ryan Parthamore. Marlena Robson. Haley Renee Rossman. Alex Jeffrey Scott. Ryan Allen Shipley. Shelby Lynn Still. Madison Ariane Thompson. Coral Ree Virno. Chloe Abigail Wallace. Jasmine Jakia War. Jordan Araya Weiss. McKenna Joanne Whiteside. Jason S. West. Carly Marie Williams. Allison K. Wilson.
Please be seated. Thank you to Dr. Paul Rose for reading the graduates' names. Now please welcome to the podium Ms. Eileen Martindale, President of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors.
Thank you, Provost Cobb. Good morning, graduates. As president of the SIUE Alumni Association Board of Directors, it is my privilege to congratulate you on completing your degree and to officially welcome you to our organization. Are there any other SIUE alumni in attendance today? Please stand and be recognized. Welcome home. Graduates, today I welcome you to the SIUE Alumni Association. There are no dues or fees. You are all automatically part of our association. In fact, you are part of a community of over 106,000 fellow SIUE alumni. Our mission as the Alumni Association is to focus on engaging, empowering, and educating Cougars for life. Serving the SIUE Alumni Association has provided me great privilege of meeting extraordinary alumni. I have met golden graduates who are celebrating the 50th anniversary of their SIUE graduation, and even recent graduates who have completed their degrees entirely online and only came to campus for the graduation ceremonies. Reflect on that a little bit. Consider the differences in those student experiences. What stands out to me is that although we were never on campus together in a student capacity, there is something incredibly special about the connection point that is built on unique memories and encounters that any SIUE alumni can share. The people, faculty, staff, friends, classmates, and connections created here will eventually be realized into a cornerstone community in your life. I also know that without SIUE, my life would be significantly different. I certainly did not think that when I moved from the Chicago suburbs into Bluff Fall, or even on my own graduation day, that I would be welcoming the class of 2019 into the SIUE alumni community. Today, you will leave this campus and start your new great adventure, just as I did. But you are starting this adventure as an alumni, and I hope that, like me, you are proud of this designation. But before you go, always remember that you have a home here at SIUE, and stay in touch. Once a Cougar, always a Cougar. So class of 2019, I congratulate you on the closing of this SIUE chapter, but I also congratulate you on your new beginning. I am confident that you will carry on the SIUE tradition of success. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ms. Martindale. Graduates, before we stand and conclude this ceremony, your tassels need to be on the right just for a second. Would all of the 2019 fall graduates please rise? In recognition of the degrees bestowed upon you, you may now move the tassel from right to left. Congratulations, graduates. Please be seated for closing remarks and exit instructions.
Honored guests, at this time, let's give our graduates one final round of applause. We will conclude commencement by singing the first verse of the SIUE alma mater, played by the Meridian Brass Quintet, led by Michael Hawkins, a musical theater student in the College of Arts and Sciences. The lyrics are printed in the back of your program. Following the alma mater, please be seated until the platform party, faculty, staff, and graduates have left the seating area. Now please rise for the alma mater if you are able to do so. Best wishes to all of our graduates, and thank you to all of our guests for joining us on this momentous occasion. We hope you will return home and visit us often.
Above the Mississippi plain, your splendor meets the sky. You give to all a chance to gain. You raise our spirits high. Hail, oh, hail, SIUE, our gratitude we